So in this video, I'll be telling you about Swagger API documentation. So why we need Swagger? See, test the REST APIs. To test the REST API, we have two options. Either use Postman or you can use Swagger. Okay, you can use Postman or you can use Swagger. But suppose what happens is, but Postman if you're using means you will be having like this. If you're using Postman, if you're using Postman means whenever you want to add some data means you need to type in the body what is the variable name, entity, model you should type, email name, city, state, like this you have to type. You have to remember it. You have to remember all this field properly. Okay. But now suppose in Swagger it provides built-in models and all for you. It will be easy for that. If example, developer develop this APIs and all. Testing team, if they want to test all the APIs working properly or not, means they don't need to bother about all the variable names, what and all. Okay, right? Swagger will give for them everything. The API documentation will be happen by Swagger. Okay. Now here, so what we can do is, so we will add Swagger into the Spring Boot project. Let's take it an example. How to add it? Okay. So adding Swagger is very easy. Okay. Adding Swagger to Spring Boot application. Just very straightforward. Okay. So what we should do is basically it. Let's say we will add it to the Spring Boot project. Let's take it one example. Let's take it. We have this project Spring Boot response identity. This project. I'll copy this project. I'll paste this project and then say that Swagger demo 2. I wanted to add a Swagger into this project. Okay, this some name exists. So basically I will not do this one. I will just change it to different name. Response entity. I'll copy and I'll paste the name as Swagger demo 3. I will be using in this project now. In this project right now I don't have Swagger, but I'm going to add it. Okay, how to add the Swagger means, so you can go to the official documentation of Swagger, just search Swagger Open API Spring Boot, Swagger API Spring Boot, and then if you go here, this is Spring Doc. If you open this website, it is saying this, see, Spring Doc Open API version 2. So what you can do is you can just copy this dependency. Now this dependency will be applicable to Spring Boot version 3. I hope everyone are using Spring Boot version 3 only. So no issues. If you're using Spring Boot version 3 means 2 means you will have to use different dependency. But we can use, I hope everyone has the same Spring Boot version 3. So then no issues will come. You can just copy this dependency and go to the POM file and just paste this dependency. I've added this dependency, and then there is next one more configuration is there. You can just copy this one. In the below website it is given. You can copy this one and go to the properties file and paste this one. And port number we are running on 9095 this project. Okay, let's say I will run on 9096. Let's see, I just save it. Okay, now my Swagger will make a documentation. If you want to see this path means the URL is swaggerui.html I configured. Okay, that's all. These two is the properties you have to add. One is POM file dependency and then add this property. See, I'll just paste it one more time. This is the one in the properties file you should do. Two step. First one I'll tell. Second one is in properties file. You have to paste this one in POM file. In POM file. You have to do what? You have to add this dependency. That's all. I hope I have also done this both the things. I have also done this both the things. Now I am going to run the project. Now what I'll do, I'll just simply run the project. I will run the project as taking the main file, run as Java application. So you make sure that it runs on which port number you should know. It runs on the port number 9093, which I recently changed. Okay. Now, how to open Swagger means the default URL for the Swagger is what is the port number we gave. You should be aware of that one. So how to open the Swagger is basically you can just view Swagger in the browser. To view, you have to know the port number. So I'll just type localhost and 90, what I gave here, 9096 I gave. Next I can give what no. You can just check and see here. It is given here. swaggerui.html slash swaggerui.html. So basically you need to paste this URL. Localhost 9096 slash swaggerui.html. Now it will generate, this is the documentation of Swagger. You can see Open API in SKMC. Now suppose just we added the, what we have done is we added the these two steps. We added the POM file dependency, Swagger dependency, and then this one properties file configuration for the UI HTML for Swagger path. Okay. Now here, if you see here, this is our documentation. Now suppose here, if you want to add the new product, suppose you want to add the new product, we have the method called post method is it. You click on the post method. Now click on try out. Click on try out. You will get this data automatically. Now ID we have given auto generate. You can remove this field. Now name. Let's say name, I'm adding the product name. Safan I'm adding. Product price. Something I've added. Category. Now you can click on execute. It will show the response. See, it has been added. See, response I got 200, I got added. This is the response you can see. Okay. Now you can close this API by clicking on this close. Now suppose you want to get the product, get all products. So this is the get API, API slash v2 slash product. You click on get, click on try out, click on execute. You can see all the products. Recently added Safan, it is KMC. So this is how we can work with the Swagger. Okay. Hope you have understood. Thank you.